2019. Please occupy your seats on the dais. We now request Dr. Professor K. Mahadevan Sir, Dr. P.V. Thomas and Dr. Raj Gopalan Nair to occupy the seats in the front row. Also requesting all the award winners to occupy the seats earmarked for them in the front. The Secretary, Dr. Srini Edikalon, will now invest the presidential collar on Dr. S. Shashi Kumar. We now request the President to call the meeting to order.
The meeting is called to order.
Let us now start the function on an auspicious note. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly rise for the invocation by Dr. Shobha M.E. and Dr. Geetu Gopakumar. Thank you. Please be seated. Inviting Dr. Rajani Casey, Organizing Chairperson Drishti 2019, to welcome the distinguished gathering.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, Dr. Tessie Thomas, our chief guest, Dr. Shashi Kumar, the President KSOS, Dr. Narmada Sharma, the General Secretary AIOS, the guest of honor for today's meeting, Dr. Meena Chakravarti, the President-elect KSOS, Dr. Srini Edakalan, the Secretary KSOS, Dr. Gopalas Pillai, the Scientific Committee Chairman, Dr. Anita Jabbar, the Chief Organizing Secretary LOC, Dr. Asha Oye, Organizing Secretary LOC members, past presidents of KSOS, senior colleagues and my dear friends. The cultural capital of Kerala is proud to host the prestigious annual conference of KSOS, the Drishti, once again. This year, it is organized jointly by Trichur Academic Club of Ophthalmology and Palakkad Society of Ophthalmic Surgeons. We pay homage to Dr. Babu Rajendran, the legend in the Indian ophthalmology, by naming the venue after him. On behalf of the local organizing committee, it is my privilege to welcome this august gathering to this meeting. We are fortunate enough to have the Missile Woman of India, Dr. Tessie Thomas, as our chief guest. She is the first woman scientist to head the missile project in India. Madam is the Director General of AERO Systems, Defense Ministry, and the former project director for Agni 4, Agni 5 in DRDO. Madam will be formally introduced by Dr. Asha Oye, the Organizing Secretary. We are truly honored to offer a very warm welcome to you, Madam. We are thankful to our dynamic KSOS President, Dr. Shashi Kumar, for the guidance and constant support he gave us right from the beginning of this preparation of this Drishti. He is a man with vision and determination. And for the first time in the history of Drishti, we had the pre-conference symposium solely for paramedics, which was very well appreciated by 350 plus delegates. On behalf of organizing team, I extend a very warm welcome to you, sir. The Honorary General Secretary of AAOS, Dr. Namrata Sharma, is also here to brighten up today's inaugural function. Madam is also the Regional Secretary, Asia Pacific Academy of Ophthalmology, and Brand Ambassador for Tear Film and Ocular Surface Society in India. Let me extend a hearty welcome to you, Madam. KSOS has been waiting for a feminine power at the helm for a long period of time. I am happy and proud that Thrissur has happened to be the platform for that change. The baton is being handed over to none other than the powerful lady of ophthalmic fraternity, Dr. Meena Chakravarti. At the first LOC meeting of Drishti 2019, Madam expressed her view that the Drishti at Thrissur should be a green Drishti. Madam, we tried our level best to stick to that, Madam. We are truly delighted to welcome you to this meeting. The vibrant secretaries, Dr. Srini Edaklan, need no introduction to this crowd. It is under his able guidance, KSOS conducted the first ever Kerala State Interzonal Chess Championship for the visually challenged and the blind walk, which attracted the media to a large extent. Thank you for all the encouragement. On behalf of LOC, I extend a very warm welcome to you, sir. I'm extremely glad to welcome Dr. Gopalas Pillai, the Scientific Committee Chairman, who supported the LOC immensely for organizing this conference. His innovative ideas helped in uplifting the standards of scientific content and to make this conference more interesting. Mahadevan sir will be delivering the CE Women Oration Award tomorrow. I congratulate and extend the most cordial welcome to you, sir. This year's Lifetime Achievement Awards are being presented to two stalwarts in ophthalmology, Dr. Rajagopalan Nair and Dr. P.V. Thomas. Congratulations and hearty welcome to both of you. I take this opportunity to welcome our enthusiastic and vibrant Chief Organizing Secretary, Dr. Anita Jabbar, who successfully coordinated the huge task of organizing this Drishti. I do welcome our Organizing Secretary, Dr. Asha Oye, who played a key role in organizing this Drishti. Last but not the least, I would like to extend a gracious welcome to each one of you, the KSOS members and their family members, for the wonderful evening. Jai Hind, Jai KSOS.
Thank you, Madam. Now may we request Dr. Srini Edakalan, Honorary Secretary KSOS, to give a brief report on the activities of KSOS in the year 2018-19.
Respected President Dr. Shashkumar, Honorable Chief Guest of the Day, Dr. Tessie Thomas, Dr. Namrata Sharma, Honorary General Secretary of AAOS, Dr. Meena Chakravarti, Incoming President of KSOS, Dr. Rajani Casey, Chairperson, Organizing Committee, Dr. Asha Oye, Organizing Secretary, Drishti 2019, Dr. Gopalas Pillai, Scientific Committee Chairman, KSOS, and Dr. Anita Jabbar, Chief Organizing Secretary, Drishti 2019, respected seniors, teachers, and dear friends. It has been a truly remarkable year for our association. We had adopted the theme, let us connect, to remain connected with all those who are concerned with eye care delivery, and the general public. And we have done justice to that. One of our first steps was to start the KSOS Vision Enhancement Project. Vision Enhancement Clinics for those with low vision was launched this year. We had carefully chosen 3 hospitals in 3 zones of Kerala based on the patient load, community work, and infrastructure to implement this. The state-level inauguration was done at Calicut on 11th July 2019. The Vision Enhancement Centers at Kozhikode, Kollam, and Thrissur are now fully operational. And we are also planning to start one low vision center in each district of Kerala. This is definitely the first such project by any state ophthalmic society in India. Initiation program for first year postgraduate students were conducted for the first time this year in Kerala. One program was held at Kozhikode, another at Trivandrum, and the other one at Angamali. The program was well appreciated by the students. We could also engage with the undergraduates by conducting a quiz program for medicos of Kerala at Trivandrum on July 28th. KSOS has also started a project for creating awareness about the prevention of myopia, Baladarshan, in partnership with the state IMA. The project was inaugurated on August 4th at Ernakulam. The project is aimed at restricting the use of digital devices and for promoting outdoor activities in children. We have requested the State Sports Council to be a partner in this project. We are also putting in all efforts with the government of Kerala to make vision checkup mandatory for students in classes 1 and 2. To underscore the need for updating skills of our ophthalmic nurses and optometrists, we conducted a seminar on OTSFCs, one at Karunagapalli on June 9th and another one at Kannur on September 1st. An update program on refraction was conducted for optometrists at Kolancheri on July 21st. We have also conducted a pre-conference workshop for nurses and optometrists as a part of Drishti 2019 on November 17th. This is the first time that KSOS conducted an academic program for paramedics along with our annual conference. To create awareness among the public on diabetes, KSOS has prepared a book in Malayalam. This is the first book for the general public published by any ophthalmic association in the local language in any state in India. This will be released by Olympian boxer Ms. Mary Kom on 9th December this year at Kannur. This is in addition to the CME series on diabetes, the Diabetic Eye, a clinical companion for ophthalmologists. A very important achievement this year would be the Form 12AA registration given by Income Tax Department to KSOS. This makes us a real charitable organization. One major reason for achieving this was the social service activities that we have done over the past 2 years. Our flood relief activities during the last year's flood was exemplary. Entire district ophthalmic clubs were very active in flood relief activities. We could generate and donate more than 50 lakhs to CMDRF. We also conducted 38 free eye camps on a single day in October last year with the help of district ophthalmic clubs and hospitals. Again, the first time it has happened in India. So KSOS was one of the very few states to bid for hosting AIOC, the annual conference of All India Ophthalmology Society. We proposed Kochi as a venue with all the required facilities for conducting the conference. KSOS was also one of the 2 states that responded to AIO's request for sending a rate list for different ophthalmic procedures. We have also started a membership drive for AIOS. The 2018, the 45th annual conference of Kerala Society of Ophthalmic Surgeons was held at Kairali Resorts, Kannur from 23rd to 25th of November last year. Over 100 hours of scientific program was held in 5 halls. We also had a 6th hall for surgical wet lab and 7th hall for the diagnostic wet lab. TK Alexander Memorial Oration was delivered by Dr. Lalit Verma, Chairman Scientific Committee of AIOS. I wish to congratulate Ophthalmic Society of Kannur, Kozhikode Ophthalmic Society, and Kasaragod Ophthalmic Club for the meticulous conduct of Drishti 2018. 30 CMEs were held under the aegis of KSOS last year. Coming to Drishti 2019, it is being wonderfully organized jointly by TACO and Palakkad Ophthalmic Association. More than 1,000 delegates are attending this conference. This is a record, and the numbers are growing. And organizing committee, Dr. Anita Jabbar, Dr. Rajani, and everyone have done a great job. Thank you, LOC. This is C. Women Memorial Oration will be delivered by Dr. K. Mahadevan. Lifetime Achievement Awards this year will be given to Dr. Rajagopal Nair from Palakkad and Dr. P.V. Thomas from Irinalakuda. Scientific committee under the able leadership of Dr. Gopalas Pillai has put up a real great job and it's been a scientific feast this year in Drishti 2019. Dr. Bastian is doing an excellent work as a journal editor. He's putting in all possible efforts to get the journal PubMed indexed. The editorial team which is editing the KSOS Connect, our newsletter, Dr. Raji Sumaran, Dr. R.R. Verma, Dr. Natasha, Dr. Anish, Dr. Shashikumar, they're also doing a wonderful job. Website led by Dr. Mani is functioning perfectly. This year's KSO's representatives to AAO's management committee will be Dr. Radharamanan and Dr. Thomas Cherian. During the last year, 108 new members have joined KSOS. This takes the membership to 1908. Majority of the district ophthalmic clubs are organizing academic and social activities in a commendable way. The President's Award for the best district ophthalmic club from the metros is being awarded to TACO, Thrissur Academic Club of Ophthalmology. And from the non-metros, it is to Kollam Ophthalmic Association. The activities performed by Trivandrum, Ernakulam, Kozhikode, Palakkad, Kannur, Idukki Malnad, and all other district clubs also worth special mention. To conclude, I've had two of the best presidents in the history of KSOs to guide me and support me during my term as secretary of this august body, Dr. Radharamanan and Dr. S. Shashikumar. I express my sincere thanks to my presidents who have led the organization from the front these days. President Dr. Shashikumar has set a benchmark in connecting with members and the society. He has contributed significantly both on academic and organizational fronts. All the other office bearers and executive committee members took an active role in the smooth conduct of our activities. A special thanks to my immediate past General Secretary, Dr. Thomas Cherian, for his guidance and support. Many of our members outside the executive also gave timely advices and help, which also contributed significantly. My thanks are due to each and every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Srini. It is now time for a much-awaited event, the installation of the new president of KSOS for the year 2019-20. Requesting our incumbent president, Dr. Shashikumar, to address the audience and install our new president, Dr. Meena Chakrabarti.
Chief guest of the evening, Dr. Tessie Thomas. Guest of honor, Dr. Namrata. The incoming president of KSOS, Dr. Meena. Secretary of KSOS, Dr. Srini. The scientific committee chairman, Dr. Gopal. The chairman of local organizing committee, Dr. Rajani. The chief organizing secretary, Dr. Anita Jabbar. The organizing secretary, Dr. Asha. My dear teachers and colleagues. After 12 months of hectic running around, planning and execution of our programs, I am here before you with the annual progress report of KSOS for your evaluation. Let's hear what I promised when I took over as president 1 year back. This year, the KSOS team would like to adopt the slogan, "Let's connect," and work accordingly to make our presence felt among the society. A couple of years back, the government of Kerala had launched an antibiotic stewardship program. KSOS was one of the stakeholders, and we plan to intensify that program this year by concentrating on training the doctors and paramedics in infection control. This year, the KSOS is focusing on the first year postgraduates and will hold 2 to 3 regional workshops for them to make their induction into the specialty as smooth as possible. And these workshops would cover the basic clinical examination techniques, newer investigative modalities, and soft skills like communication and the human side of patient management so that they can be made good ophthalmologists and even better human beings who can communicate well with the patients and relatives. The refractionists, nurses and other paramedics form an important part of the eye care pyramid. The KSOS will be holding at least 2 seminars for them on refraction and ophthalmic nursing. In future, we can even think of having a subspecialty day for them during our annual conferences. The low vision facility is available at present only in some premium institutes in our state. The KSOS plans to address this issue as a responsible society and launch a low vision project with the help of Aravind Hospital Madurai to develop infrastructure and train people in 3 zones of Kerala. The KSOS newsletter will reach you online every 3 months and will be spruced up to make happy reading. We have acquired a space for KSOS in Kochi and would set up a proper office with staff and all facilities to streamline the KSOS activities. Continue our family meetings, just connecting with our members and their families. So let us come together, share together, work together and succeed together in connecting with all those who depend on us and to whom we are dependent.
Now let us see whether all this was mere rhetoric or whether I have walked the talk. Let me thank all our members for accepting our theme, Let Us Connect, in their eye care activities. For the ophthalmologists, we have conducted nearly 30 CMEs. The newsletters have come on time in a new name and format. Thanks to Dr. Rajiv Sukumaran, who helped me a lot in that. The CME series on diabetics will be released today. We have been able to help many ophthalmologists in tackling issues related to infection control in their hospitals. The book on diabetes will be released. This is a clinical companion on diabetes. For the postgraduates, we had postgraduate orientation program for the freshers, which went on well in all the 3 zones, Calicut, Angamali, Trivandrum. For the undergraduates, we conducted a quiz program for the intermedicos of Kerala in Medical College, Trivandrum. And for the ophthalmic nurses, we conducted 3 training programs on asepsis at Angamali, Karidagapalli and Kannur. For the optometrists, we conducted a presidential program at Kolancheri. And for the first time in the history of KSOS, we have conducted a pre-conference seminar or a subspecialty day, as we had promised at the beginning, for nurses and refractionists at Jubilee Mission Medical College last Sunday. It was a big success and it was attended by 350 delegates. Our dream project of vision enhancement clinics for low vision patients with the direct involvement of KSOS was inaugurated at Calicut, and all the 3 clinics in Calicut, Trichur and Kollam are functioning very well. We have given, the society had funded the optometrists for training at Aravind Hospital, Madurai. Then the managers and ophthalmologists were trained at Lions Aravind Institute of Community Ophthalmology, and we had also given assistance to buy low vision aids for these vision enhancement clinics. The Baladarshan project was our myopia awareness project, which is creating awareness among the students and parents on the problems of excessive use of digital devices and the need to have outdoor activities to delay or prevent myopia. We are launching a book on diabetes, as the Secretary has mentioned. This will be released next month by Olympian Mary Kom. We were in the forefront for relief activities, and just like last year, this time also there was a natural calamity at Wayanad and Nilampur, and our past president and Dr. Vinod had organized all the relief activities there very well. All the days of ophthalmic importance like Glaucoma Week, Eye Donation Fortnight, World Sight Day and World Diabetes Day were very well organized or observed by the district units and the members. To streamline our activities further, we have made a schedule for the KSOS and Drishti. The KSOS manual will be a ready reference for future office bearers. And our long struggle to get Form 12 AA registration giving us IT exemption is also through. We have also conducted the family meet this time. There are many brilliant takeaways for me at the end of my term as president. From taking training at Lions Aravind Institute of Community Ophthalmology and Low Vision, to giving training on asepsis to our paramedics, from witnessing knowledge transfer at PG orientation and CME programs, from conducting press meets to explain our programs to the media, to executing awareness programs to the target groups, everything has been unique in its own way. After having finished our term, it gives me all the more reasons to believe in teamwork. Harry Truman said, I quote, "It is amazing what you can achieve if you don't care who gets the credit." We also didn't bother about individual credits. I thoroughly enjoyed every moment of my term, and I am sure my entire team also would have had a similar experience. I thank my entire team and each and every KSOS member for helping me in achieving what we had dreamt 1 year back. I also thank my entire family for coping with spells of selective deafness while I was handling organizational matters. With these remarks, I place our progress report before you. Do we deserve a distinction? We are confident of our performance, but it is for you to judge us. Whatever your opinion may be, we are going to stay connected with all of you. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai KSOS. My next task is to introduce our new president. It is my pleasure and privilege to introduce the president of KSOS 2019-20 to this august gathering. Born to Dr. Achyuta Kurup and Srimati Sharada Kurup as the youngest of 4 siblings, she had schooling at Nirmala Bhavan Convent and Holy Angels Convent, Trivandrum, and she still remembers that she had a miserable first day in school, just like many others. After completing pre-degree from Government Women's College, Trivandrum, she joined for MBBS at Medical College, Trivandrum in 1979. Soon after MBBS, she took her DO, MS and DMD from Regional Institute of Ophthalmology, Trivandrum, and fellowship in vitreoretinal diseases from Aravind Eye Hospital, Madurai. At Aravind Eye Hospital, Madurai, she blossomed into an expert vitreoretinal surgeon. After a brief stint in Chaitanya Eye Hospital, Trivandrum, she became honorary consultant in Cosmopolitan Hospital, Trivandrum, and since 2004 is heading the vitreoretinal unit at Chakrabarti Eye Care Center, Trivandrum. All through her academic career, she had won several awards, which includes gold medal for pathology and microbiology, medicine, and was the best outgoing female student of 1979-84 batch. Her thorough insight into the diseases of uterine fundus and related structures had won her the Ambadi Krishna Menon endowment. But she was destined to excel in the treatment of diseases of the other fundus. What was a loss for pathology, microbiology, medicine, and OB-GYN have turned out to be a boon for ophthalmology. She has won almost all awards in KSOS. She has also won the National Award for Prevention of Blindness by National Prevention of Control of Blindness in 2007. She won international awards from American Academy of Ophthalmology for Achievement Award, as well as the Best of Show Video Award for Macular Plug in 2016. In the organizational front, she was the editor of KJO for 2 terms from 2005 and Scientific Committee Chairperson for 2014 and 15. While at Aravind Eye Hospital, She was keen on amassing surgical expertise in VR surgery, but Cupid had other plans for her, which she couldn't evade, and finally got happily married to Dr. Arup Chakrabarti, who turned out to be another legend in ophthalmology. While she got the medals, Dr. Arup got the medalist. They have 2 children. The eldest, Dr. Kaya, is a budding ophthalmologist, and Dr. Anirban is completing his internship in Amrita Medical College. Ladies and gentlemen, I proudly present before you Dr. Meena Chakrabarti, a VR surgeon of international repute and a person who has always strived to keep the KSOS flag fly high.
Thank you, Shashikumar sir. Meena madam, congratulations and wishing you a very fruitful year ahead. Inviting you to kindly deliver your presidential address and acceptance speech.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, the Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Tessie Thomas, Director General, Aeronautical System, DRDO, the Guest of Honor, Dr. Namrata Sharma, Honorable General Secretary of our parent body, the All India Ophthalmological Society, Dr. Shashi Kumar, our esteemed outgoing President of KSOS, Dr. Rajani Casey, the Chairperson of the Organizing Committee, Dr. Srini Edakalan, the Honorable Secretary of the Kerala Society of Ophthalmic Surgeons, Dr. Gopal S. Pillai, the Scientific Committee Chairman of KSOS, Dr. Anita Jabbar, the Chief Organizing Secretary of Drishti, Dr. Asha Uye, the Organizing Secretary of Drishti, dignitaries of the dais, my respected teachers, dear friends and colleagues. Please permit me at the very outset to thank each and every one of you for having bestowed this honor of the exalted position of the President of our august body. I am fully aware of the fact that this honor has previously been bestowed upon doyens in the field of ophthalmology, and hence I am doubly grateful and thankful to you for having elected me to this post. As a devout foot soldier and a humble worker in our organization, I promise you that I will leave no stone unturned to prove myself worthy of the trust that you have reposed in me. I must confess that making a public speech is not my forte. I'm rather a quiet person, and I would prefer to remain in my operating room or see patients in the outpatient department of my clinic, rather than mount the dais and deliver an address to an august gathering such as this one. Hence, I pray, please bear with me and hear out my rather unconventional presidential address. I touch the feet of my parents, my own and my in-laws, especially that of my father-in-law, Baba, who has touched my heart several times by giving me a tremendous amount of support and love, especially in the difficult times when, as a young woman, I struggled with the increasing demands of my career as a vitreoretinal surgeon and the responsibilities involved in the upbringing of 2 young children. Pranam to my teachers. I would like to take the names of 3 individuals who had a great role in the formation of my career. Dr. M.B. John Sir, who was then the head of department at the Government Ophthalmic Hospital, which was what the Regional Institute of Ophthalmology was called back then. Kannan Sir and George Thomas Sir, who took the role of father figures in shaping my career and has been mentors to me ever since then. Pranam to my members, to both of my mentors, Dr. Namperumal Swami and Dr. Nachar of the Arvind Eye Care System, where I budded into a young vitreoretinal surgeon. They gave me the necessary courage and the confidence to pursue a fellowship in a subspecialty that fascinated me, a specialty which was rather an unconventional choice for a young woman at that point of time, a specialty which had very few women takers. They gave me full encouragement and confidence to pursue my fellowship and continue in the institute as a consultant in the vitreoretinal department. I would be failing in my duty if I do not acknowledge the influence that Dr. George F. Hilton, the father of pneumoretinopexy, had in formatting my surgical career. As I go through my presidential address, there are certain aspects that I would like to touch on. First and foremost, I would like to share with you my vision for the Kerala Society of Ophthalmic Surgeons for the year 2019-2020, touch briefly on an issue which is a little delicate, that is gender and leadership issues, give a word of advice to the bright young minds who are here on ethical code of conduct and how to have a litigation-free career. We are all aware of the fact that we have a non-bureaucratic style of functioning at the Kerala Society of Ophthalmic Surgeons, where new ideas are always welcome, but new ideas are thrashed out in a very friendly way, and the best of the ideas is absorbed. The ideas may be educational, it may be ethical, or it may be electoral reforms. Our outgoing president, Dr. Shashi Kumar, has raised the bar of excellence for the post of presidentship at the Kerala Society of Ophthalmic Surgeons, and these are the projects that he had carried out. But we are all aware of the fact that the role of the president is very, very short, and before the ideas take concrete shape and the fledgling sprouts wings to fly away to success, the president becomes an ex-president. It is my duty, therefore, to assure our esteemed outgoing president that no stone will be left unturned to carry out and continue the work that is his vision for KSOS. In the next 12 months, my plan is to steer my society into roll out a major advocacy involving media houses so that an awareness of non-communicable diseases, which has sight-threatening sequelae, especially diabetes and a few other diseases, create a tremendous amount of public awareness. We plan to create a network involving the media, involving the TV, radio, newspapers, key opinion makers who may be ophthalmologists, non-ophthalmologists, or social workers in our field, to reach out to the general public. We plan to call this NCD, that is a non-communicable disease awareness advocacy. And I need all your support in carrying out this activity. We plan to focus mainly on diabetes, in addition to which retinopathy of prematurity, myopia, substance abuse, and trauma will also be covered so that the public has adequate awareness to seek medical aid. If you look at the challenges for improving patient outcomes in diabetic eye disease, it is seen that the major challenge that we face are the first three in this list, and our plan is to focus on this: avoid late diagnosis of diabetic retinopathy and its vision-threatening sequelae, have the patients and the diabetic population access to enough patient education material on diabetic retinopathy and diabetic macular edema, see to it that adequate referral pathways are there so that the general physician himself is aware of these complications and can direct the patient to the ophthalmologist. If you look at the barometer study, a recent study which was conducted in 2018, the diabetic retinopathy barometer study, it is shameful to note that 27% of patients either never discussed their eye complications with their doctor, or they did so only after they developed sight-threatening sequelae. So in addition to conducting diabetic retinopathy screening camps, I personally feel that it is our duty to create an awareness in the public that such a complication can occur in diabetes and other non-communicable diseases, so that the patient seeks medical aid at the earliest. In addition to this, in the present climate, where the Clinical Establishment Act is a reality, the young ophthalmic fraternity needs guidance on certain important issues, such as NABH accreditation issues, construction of eye hospital. We had recently been through the construction of our own eye center, and I am painfully aware of the fact that there are so many things that we do not know, especially how to set up an OT based on NABH standards, whether to go for an RO water plan, whether to go for an A or a B grade autoclave, the licenses and regulations that are required, and how to see to it that your HEPA filter is validated. There are so many issues that a young ophthalmologist will need guidance on. Next is a scourge of third-party assurance that is plaguing us, that is a cashless surgery scourge. For all this, we need a guidance cell. And during my term, at the helm of this organization, I plan to see to it that these are dealt with adequately. I am taking over as the 45th president of the Kerala Society of Ophthalmology and as its third woman president. I have had a 4-year-long tenure as the editor of the Kerala Journal of Ophthalmology, a single term of 2 years as its scientific committee chairman. If you look at the history of KSOS, from its inception in 1974, we have had 2 women presidents before me, Shaila Kumari ma'am in 1984 and Mary Kuriakos ma'am in 1991. And after that, there has been a long, barren, woman-free 28 years where the male leadership has continued to lead us. I came into the picture in 2005 as the editor of the Kerala Journal of Ophthalmology, then again as a scientific committee chairman, and I'm taking over now as your president. Gender inequality, if you look at it, is fast disappearing in all walks of life. If you look at the medical profession, if you look at all the practicing physicians in our country, more than 34% of these are women. If you look at young, bright youngsters entering the hallowed portals of our profession, you will see that the number of women in the last few years have outnumbered the number of men. Why then are we not taking up leadership in professional organizations? How many of us lead state societies? How many of us lead major subspecialty societies? Is it that we are not capable? Is it that we are not aggressive enough? With our ability to multitask, with our ability to pursue whatever we are doing, with single-minded devotion, it should be possible for us. It is just that we are not coming forward. It is my request to the capable women sitting here, the remarkable and capable women who are sitting here, that should they aspire for the role in an organizational status in the society, they should come forward willingly. If you believe you can, you are halfway there. So believe in yourself and please come forward. We outnumber the men here, so we should be leading the society, not our male counterparts. I know that when gender and leadership issues are concerned, there is this daunting task of balancing professional goals and family obligations. The priority that women place on the family is much more than that of men. Childbearing, child rearing are very important issues that we go through, and it should never ever be relegated to a back burner status. These are very important issues you are investing for the future. However, please bear in mind that we are not going through life as if life is a 100-meter dash. We need not achieve everything at the same time. When your family obligations force you to take a break willingly, but keep yourself updated. With the amount of resources that you now have at your fingertips, you can definitely keep yourself academically updated. And once your obligations to your family is over, return back to circuit, pick up the threads of your career from where you have broken it off. Come back with full steam and achieve whatever it is that you have in mind. Never give up your dreams. I sincerely hope that my successors will be able to announce proudly that 50% of leadership in our organization belong to women. And then from then onwards, gender issues in ophthalmology will become a non-issue. The last part of my address is to the bright youngsters here at the portals of a very successful career in ophthalmology. I would like to share with you a few caveats on how to maintain a good patient-doctor relationship in this environment of medical litigations. These are caveats that I learned from my teachers and which I have been practicing for the last 30 years as a private practitioner. Improve your interpersonal skills. Speak to your patient. Talk as much as the patient wants you to talk. Your FaceTime with the patient should not be limited to just taking his medical history. Empathize with him, sympathize with him, find out a little about his family. I had a professor who used to write down small things on the side of the case sheet. If the patient's son has a child, a new grandchild was born in the family, or the patient's daughter's wedding was due, and the next time the patient walked in, he used to ask them, "How is the little one doing? How is your daughter now?" It makes the patient so happy. If you develop this interpersonal relationship with the patient, the litigious atmosphere to a certain extent can be diffused. Secondly, you are expected to perform with reasonable professional skill. So it is necessary to update yourself constantly, not once in a while while attending a continuing medical education program. Please update your skills constantly and document your findings. With this, you can have a good relationship with your patient, a very enjoyable relationship, doctor-patient relationship, a very rewarding relationship, and avoid litigations. If you treat people right, they will treat you right 90% of time. The rest of the 10% you may be dealing with a skewed personality and you can do nothing but pray to God. But 90% of time, if you treat your patient right, they're going to treat you also the right way. Before I wind up, I take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you. I need your support, your guidance, as well as your constructive criticism in further streamlining the organizational activities of our association. I take this opportunity also to thank my family for the tremendous amount of love, care, and support that I have received from them. From my husband, Dr. Arup Chakrabarti, he has been there for me always, a constant pillar of support. Thank you, Arup. To both my children, Kea and Anirban, for having grown up to be upright, honest, compassionate physicians, and as a mother, I'm really proud of you. Once again, I thank each and every one of you. And if by my actions, I'm able to inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, then I would feel that I have succeeded in my role at the helm of this organization. I thank you very much for your patient hearing. Jai K. Jai Hind.
Thank you, madam, for that very inspirational, path-breaking and motivating speech. Now, we come to the main part of this function, the inauguration of Drishti 2019 by our chief guest. May we request Dr. Asha OA, Organizing Secretary, to please formally introduce Dr. Tessie Thomas to our audience, though an eminent personality like hers really requires no introduction.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is my proud privilege and pleasure to present before this audience the highly impressive biodata of our chief guest, Dr. Tessie Thomas, distinguished scientist and Director General, Aeronautical Systems. Dr. Tessie Thomas obtained her B.Tech in Electrical Engineering from Calicut University in 1985 and ME in Guided Missiles from Institute of Armament Technology, Pune in 1986 and PhD in Missile Guidance from Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Hyderabad in 2014. She obtained MBA in Operations Management from Indira Gandhi National Open University, New Delhi in 2007. Dr. Tessie Thomas joined IIT Pune as a faculty member in Guided Missiles in the year 1986. She joined Inertial Navigation Group as a Scientist B in 1988 at Hyderabad. She has been associated with Agni program right from its developmental flights. She has designed the guidance scheme for long-range missile systems which is used in all Agni missiles. An energy management guidance scheme was designed and developed for the first time in the country for an all-solid propelled long-range system for which she was conferred with Agni Self-Reliance Award in the year 2001. In her work spanning more than 32 years, she has contributed in various fields such as guidance, control, inertial navigation, trajectory simulation, and mission design. Dr. Tessie Thomas, Project Director of the prestigious Agni 4 mission, was also Project Director for the long-range Agni 5 system. As Director, Advanced Systems Laboratory, DRDO, she held multi-dimensional roles and responsibilities and led the development of strategic missile system, presently leading the Aeronautical Systems Cluster Laboratories as Director General. Dr. Tessie Thomas is the recipient of many prestigious awards, including several DRDO awards. The list is extensive and paucity of time prevents me from reading out the list. She has also been awarded 7 prestigious doctorates. We wish her success in her already successful official career, hoping to hear more of her in the years to come. Thank you.
That was indeed an awe-inspiring resume. KSOS is very proud to have such a distinguished leader to inaugurate Drishti 2019. Requesting Dr. Tessie Thomas to honor us by lighting the lamp and formally inaugurating the function. I request Dr. Tessie Thomas to address the gathering.
Very respected Dr. Narmada Sharma, guest of honor, Dr. Shashi Kumar, former president, Dr. Meena Chakravarti, the president, and all the distinguished doctors present on the dais, and very respected Dr. Mahadevan, Dr. P.V. Thomas, and Dr. P. Rajgopalan Nair, and all the members present here. A very good evening to all of you. I am happy and honored to be here on the occasion of this 46th annual conference of Kerala Society of Ophthalmic Surgeons, Drishti 2019. I would like to thank and express my sincere gratitude to the entire organizing committee in giving me an opportunity to be here among this august gathering. As said by Dr. Meena Chakravarti, the role of women, the role of doctor, the role of an eye surgeon, and I think she has mentioned what all is required to be a doctor. I am sure this annual conference will be focusing on the study and practice of ophthalmology and advances of new technologies and innovations and its impact on the society as a whole. The first use of word technology was in 1829 when it was invented by a person who started a course curriculum bringing together all kinds of arts, crafts, medical and industrial, and he called it as technology. But today, we use it to describe advancements and changes which affect the environment around us. Earlier, an average life of a human being was only around 20 to 35 years. So it was a world without grandparents, and there was nobody to pass on the learnings and lessons which were known to them. But with the invention of fire by the early man, survival of human being enhanced, one could cook food, eat all kinds of things, and got adapted to new diets in our lives. Way back in the year 1547, the then richest man in England, King Henry, died because of an infection in the wound in his leg, which could not be treated since there was no antibiotics at that time. For sure, technologies have become the most powerful force in the world. In aerospace also, I can say, we make missiles with strike capabilities from 300 meter to 5,000 kilometers. Similarly, anti-ballistic missiles for defense, missile against missiles, then development of avionics systems, that is avionics we develop, then we go look for countermeasures and then countermeasures. So we keep launching satellites. Now we have even demonstrated anti-satellite at hitting a launch a satellite, same time we can hit a satellite. That is the capability we have achieved with respect to the technology, and I'm sure it keeps growing. Starting from ancient Indian epic Mahabharata, Sanjaya had a gift granted by a sage Vyasya Muni, that is, of seeing events at a distance right in front of him. We call it Divya Drishti, and used to narrate the series of events happening at the Battle of Kurukshetra. If that was happening, today we have surveillance and tracking radars and imaging IR optical systems to tell us what is happening in the war scenario. Now, looking at the story of innovations from agriculture to aviation, industrial design to information technology, sensor technologies to stem cells technology, the world has been world has been seen transformations like the mighty magic world of Internet of Things, digital twin for the manufacturing, robotics, artificial intelligence, and virtual and augmented reality are changing the pace and face of the world. Today is the world of digitization, and networking is the prime factor with artificial intelligence and the use of advanced materials and equipments. Minimally invasive surgery like computer-aided surgery with high success probability and quick recovery is all possible. We can talk about laser surgery with less collateral tissue damage, and even telesurgery with doctors sitting at another hemisphere of the globe can remotely conduct surgical operations with the high-speed computer networks. Medical science has witnessed these areas of innovations, and in biotechnology, stem cell research, where today we are able to replace any damaged tissue, including heart, lungs, possibility of limbs replacement, and with the gene therapy, mutation techniques for curing has created a wonder world of life. It is the world of small things. When we speak of nano and nano, I remember a narrate as to how nanotechnology will change the future of products. It says, the big thing, the next big thing is really small. It reminds us of the advancements of nanotechnology and the use of nanotechnology in every sphere of our life. In the medical field, as per the report published in 2016 by a research team, a nanoparticle drug delivery system for anti-cancer treatment reduces by 1,000-fold the dosage of molecular therapy drug required to suppress the tumor propagation. With this, we can hope that even cancer can be treated in future just by a pill like a common cold. These applications of nanotechnology to ophthalmology, like treatment of oxidative stress, measurement of intraocular pressure, prevent scarring after glaucoma surgery, and treat the retinal degenerative disease with gene therapy will enable us to address the current unsolvable problems like the sight restoring therapy. In the next 20 to 30 years, we can have nano robots living in our own body and keep our body healthy. Saint Jerome once said, "The face is the mirror of mind, and eyes, without speaking, confess the secret of the heart." Truly, eyes broadcast the emotions. Today, with all the advancements in technologies, iris is the unique organ that essentially remains unchanged throughout one's lifetime. And this very fact attributes to the importance of eye and eye surgeons. It is worth remembering the great services of Dr. M.C. Modi, an Indian eye surgeon who has performed a record of 7.8 lakh cataract eye surgeries and examined over 10 million people. Like a modern day robot, he used to operate 600 to 700 patients in a day, and nothing stops me in visualizing it as a manufacturing assembly line in an industry. An effective leader or a doctor is a person with passion for a cause that is larger than what they are, with a clear vision to better the society. I can give an example. It's my own guru, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. In his words, I quote, "All birds find shelter during rain, but an eagle avoids rain by flying above the clouds," unquote. He wanted us to take up the impossible and the challenges. That is why we have been nurtured, and the DRDO have performed very well with respect to what his vision was for 2020. And if you go through the list of what were his visions for 2020, we have met it, and we proudly say that because of a leader like him, that we all have been groomed to work. It's like a bag full of cotton, heavy for those who see it, and but light for those who handle it. Today, at this conference, we have an amalgamation of more than 1,000 doctors and surgeons right in front of me who can make the difference to this world. I am sure the professionals and the delegates present here today for the conference will enrich their knowledge and serve the mankind more and more. If I just recollected when Dr. Meena was mentioning about her journey as a women surgeon, women doctor. As said, I have also been one among the 3% of the scientific community who was working in this field as women scientists. And I was called on and given a task which is something like impossible for after discussions of many experts, and was told that we had Agni 3 with 50-ton capability, 50-ton launch mass to execute a mission of 300 kilometers. And I was told that world across has a different figure. Why don't you have look at this capability? When we are with 50 ton, we are able to make only 3,000. Why don't you work out? That is how I was designated for Project Agni 4, and with the task given was make a system which is world class and beyond world class. And I must admit that the system what we made as Agni 4 has been world class and plus world class. And that too, the capability with launch mass of 22 ton, we could get a capability of 4,000 kilometers. And that, with that, the composite technology, the technologies which behind that was great in all the supports. But the message I would like to say is, one has to take willingly the opportunity what comes, and be it, we are doing the job, let us dedicate it fully so that we are there as leaders and path breaking and showing the way for the young generations. I would like to use 2 words, that is thank you, to truly express my feelings. But when these 2 words are thank you for the doctors, it is the only time when the depth of emotion and gratitude is expressed in its true sense. And I mean it. Thank you. Once again, thank you, and Jai Hind.
That was truly an inspiring and enlightening speech, which I'm sure all of us will remember for a very long time. Thank you, Madam, for that. Now, may I request our guest of honor, Dr. Namrata Sharma, our very dynamic Honorary General Secretary, AIOS, to address our members.
Respected Chief Guest, Dr. Tessie Thomas, the first woman scientist of India, and the Director General of Aeronautical Systems, DRDO, Dr. Meena Chakrabarti, the incoming President, Dr. Sasi Kumar, sir, the outgoing President, Dr. Srini, very dynamic Secretary, KSOS, with a very dynamic tenure, Dr. Gopal Pillai, Chairman, Scientific Committee, KSOS, Dr. Rajni, the Chairperson, Organizing Committee, Drishti 2019, Dr. Anita Jabbar, very meticulous Chief Organizing Secretary, Dr. Asha, Organizing Secretary, Drishti 2019, our own Dr. Arup Chakravarti, Editor Proceedings, AIOS, past President, AIOS, Dr. NSD Raju, our Managing Committee members of AIOS, Dr. Sahasramam and Dr. Anthreos, my very good friend and immediate past secretary, Dr. Thomas Chirian, past presidents of KSOS who are in the gathering, Dr. Radha Ramanan, Dr. Joseph sir, Dr. Mahadevan sir, Lifetime Achievement Awardees Dr. P.V. Thomas sir, Dr. Rajgopalan Nair sir, dignitaries of the dais whom I have missed, ladies and gentlemen, students, residents and friends. Now as I look at this audience here, it is a pleasure to see a hall, and which I must confess, as compared to the other parts of the country, it is a pleasure to see a hall which is full of female ophthalmologists, which is a rare sight, and more importantly and significantly to address a dais which has so many females, which is again a very rare sight in all the inaugural functions. That too on the installation of the incoming president or the president, Dr. Meena Chakrabarti. Hats off to the magnanimity of the male ophthalmologists in KSOS for their broad-mindedness and their liberal mindset. And of course, it is an honor to be invited by an all-women LOC team who has done this job very meticulously and have shown that women can really do multitasking in a very efficient manner. It is a pleasure and honor to come here to Kerala amidst this scientific extravaganza, which is so beautifully crafted by our own student, Dr. Gopal Pillai, Chairman Scientific Committee, and the unparalleled hospitality which has been shown by Trichur Academic Club of Ophthalmology and Palakkad Society of Ophthalmic Surgeons. And that too, this Green Drishti 2019 at the behest of the incoming president, Dr. Meena Chakrabarti. The scientific program not only has encompassed the routine lectures that we have, but it is also focused to the general ophthalmologists and to the specialists, as well as the wet lab and all the other programs for young ophthalmologists, which have been put so meticulously. To my mind, KSOS has always been a front runner in setting trends. And whether it was during the pre-conference programs for orientation of optometrist or ophthalmic nurses, or it was the costing exercise for various surgeries for which we took help from KSOS, and Dr. Srini was instrumental in leading us on that, or it was collection of funds to help the fellow ophthalmologists during floods or any such kind of calamity which is again a new thing, a new trend which has been set and which we are trying to follow at AIOS, or whether it's a mass training in all the district hospitals, or for that matter, between today and I'm sure in the days to come of the conference, the massive drive to make AIOS members here at the KSOS office. I think that way the KSOS has always expanded the work scope and has shown us the way that we can lead at many more fronts apart from ophthalmology. I'm sure under the leadership of its able and progressive leaders, KSOS will continue to flourish, and I would like to congratulate KSOS for this wonderful show here, and I want to wish them best in all their future endeavors. Needless to say that the leadership of AIOS is always there with you and for you, and thanks for your noble contributions in the field of ophthalmology, and thank you once again for having me here. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam. Under your inspired guidance, AIOS has indeed turned into a very vibrant society.
Our senior